Excuse me. Hello, YouTube. I'm back with another UFC event review. Now, as always, there will be spoilers, so if you have not seen this event yet, do not watch this video. I realise I did not include the title. It's the Ultimate Fighter Latin America Season 2 finale. Between Team Escudero, that's it, and Team Gastelum. So, yeah, there's that. And I apologise for not shooting this one sooner. To be honest, my laptop camera it's just been being kind of an ass lately. I'm going to be honest. And also, sheer frustration of some of the fights. There are some that I'm going to skim over because they really weren't that interesting to me. I am including the ones I watched, but only the ones I liked for this one. I definitely think I'll make the video shorter, and it'll definitely help me not go absolutely crazy from it. So, we're gonna get onto this as we're in Monterrey, Mexico. I believe it's the first time we're in Monterrey. I know it's not the first time the UFC's been to Mexico though, so that'll be cool. Alright, so we start off with a featherweight bout between Andre Fili and Gabriel Benitez. Obviously, prelims. You sort of figure that out by now if you watch any of my videos at all. But yeah, and Fili won 3 minutes and 13 seconds of the first round by knockout due to a very, very well placed head kick. He managed to keep Benitez against the fence, managed to utilise his range very well, did Fili. And I forgot to mention his nickname is Touchy. Andre Touchy Fili. Yes, it's a freaking great nickname and I love it. I really do. And yeah, he used his range very well because Fili's one of the taller featherweights and definitely one of the best young fighters from Team Alpha Male. Cody Garbrandt, he's another one I'd like to see him fight against him. But yeah, well done to Fili and well done to Benitez, even though he lost. Next up is Alejandro Perez against Scott Jorgensen, and Perez won at by submission at 4 minutes and 26 seconds of the second round. Now, the first round I would say was fairly kind of even. I would dare say. Very much so until like 10-20 seconds away from the end of it, when Perez landed a kick that damaged the ankle of Jorgensen very, very, very badly. So badly that he almost had to crawl back to his own corner. And for a second round, he was fighting through it really bravely. He was hopping around on it more, so you're thinking, okay, he's looking good. It looks like the ankle is not as seriously injured as previously thought. Then, he starts landing some good combos, which is good. Then he attempts a head kick of sorts, which does more damage to his ankle, and he winds up curling up on the ground, and maybe lands 1 or 2 punches before Jorgensen just taps from the injury. Now, before I get on to the next fight, the next one because I'm going to skip over the next one, but yeah. Jorgensen, this is his 5th loss in a row now in the UFC, and I'm very, 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 very worried for him. He's a fighter I quite like. I just don't think he's going to last too much longer, which is a shame, because I do quite like him. But yeah, we're going to skip over the next one because it was boring and I don't remember much. But the next one, after that, is Eric Perez against Taylor Lepoulis, and Perez won by unanimous decision. And it was a very, very close fight, very good one as well. Perez has always been one of the most exciting fighters ever. He's definitely one of the best ones to come out of Mexico. I'd certainly believe that. And this is the first time I've actually seen Lepoulis fight. He was actually a lot better than I thought he'd be. He managed to use a lot of his range very well in the rounds. Perez was just a little bit faster. I think there was some wrestling. My memory's not too fresh. He was focused mostly on stand-up the fight. Very, very close. Very good win for Perez though. Lepoulis did a bang-up job though. I'd like to see him again, to be honest. I mean, if he puts on more performances like that, he can make a fight in the UFC. And lastly, technically lastly for the prelims, because I was lucky enough to record it. Excuse me. Polo Reyes against Cesar Azamandeo, who these were a couple of contestants on the Latin America Season 2, the Ultimate Fight Latin America Season 2. This is the finale of it. I forgot to mention that, but that's what it is. These were a couple of contestants on it. They didn't win the tournament because otherwise they wouldn't be on the undercard and stuff. But they did very well for themselves. Hang on. Sorry, I thought my laptop fan was going a bit weird, but it wasn't. I was just worried I've nothing. But yeah, Polo won at 3 minutes and 42 seconds of the first round by knockout, and it was a very, very well placed left hook, if I say so myself. He kind of took Caesar down, like, not long before it, and as they both got up, they were kind of in a clinch. As Caesar pushed away, Polo landed a left hook that knocked Caesar just straight the hell out. So, there you go. Now we move on to the main card. You know what? I think this is fair. Even though I'm not going to talk about the fights, I will say the results. So the one I skipped in the prelims was Bartos Verbinski against Hector Urbina, and Bartos won by unanimous decision. And obviously, the next three I'm going to kind of skip because I don't remember too much of them. Leandro Silva beat Efrain Escudero by unanimous decision. Enrique Barzola beat Horacio Gutierrez by unanimous decision, and Eric Montano beat Enrique Marin by split decision. Now, those previous two fights I just mentioned were actually like the contestants, the finales for the contestants, like to see who would get into the main UFC after the Ultimate Fight was over. So well done to them. Well done to Eric and Enrique. But I want to talk briefly about Escudero. This is his third UFC stint, and his previous two haven't gone well. It doesn't look like this one is either for him so far. It's a shame because I like him. He's just not doing too well for himself. I'm going to move on. Henry Cejudo beat Jose Omega by split decision. This was a good fight. Cejudo is another great fight to come out of Mexico, and he did something a bit different. Normally he's known for his wrestling. He's got very, very strong wrestling, very great takedowns, but he did more striking in this one, which I quite like seeing. And we found out that he was actually an amateur boxer not long before he wrestled and became a gold medal winner for that, to be honest. Pretty cool accolade to have, I must add. But yeah, he did some great striking as well. Formiga did a very good job, but Cejudo was just a bit better. So well done to him. Next up, Ricardo Lemos against Diego Sanchez, and Lemos won by unanimous decision. Now, you remember earlier with the Jorge Perez fight? Yeah, the same thing kind of happened here, where Lemos landed a kick to one of the ankles of Diego Sanchez and caused him to be in lots of pain. It's kind of a recurring theme. They just have terrible ankle injuries after it. But not only did Sanchez have an ankle injury to fight through, he got a bloody cut over his eye that blurred his vision, presumably off his face and down his body as well. I say presumably because while it was dripping down, like here, I don't know if it was a mask or anything, but he did a very good job. This is Diego's first fight in like a year and a half though, since he had a massive layoff. Excuse me, I just burped. And Lemos did a great job, I have to say. He's one of the most underrated guys. Sanchez definitely made it exciting though. When he started landing his combos, when he just started going in there not caring, that's normally when Diego is at his best. If he just goes in there and throws caution to the wind, that's when he's at his best. But we move on now to the main event of that particular evening, between Kelvin Gastelum and Neil Magny, and Magny won by very narrow split decision. And I have to say it was a very, very, very close fight. Okay, the first two rounds I definitely give to Magny. Rounds 4 and 5 I definitely give to Gastelum. It was that third round that was the decider. Because that was when the momentum was in either guy's hands, because Magny managed to use his clinch very well. He managed to use some great striking, because he's a very tall welterweight. He's like 6'3", which is tall for a welterweight. I just said the same thing twice, but I don't care. And Gastelum, when it came to rounds 4 and 5, he used his strike as one of his best weapons. His hands are very, very heavy. And he did have Magny in trouble a couple of times in those rounds as well. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough to win a match, which is sad because I quite like Gastelum. I mean, I remember watching him on the Ultimate Fighter Season 17, and he was brilliant. I like seeing him. I've seen a couple of his fights in the UFC since then, and he's ever improving, which I quite like. But didn't win, sadly. Well done to him, though. Well done to Magny too. Congrats on winning. And I think we might as well call that video. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you all next time. Take care of yourselves.